This is Alex Graziani, your Monroeville Municipal Manager, out on the town today with Jason Sonnefeld, Fire Chief of number 1 here in Monroeville.
Yes.
Hey Jason, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for visiting us, Alex.
Well, what I wanted to do is get you and the chief and another chief over in 4 just in a little while to get the public to be able to see what's behind the door and just simply do a walkthrough of your building. You
Absolutely,
game?
absolutely. So this is the front of Fire Company number 1. We're located at 122 Elmwood Street, and these are our 3 large fire apparatus. We have a fire engine, a quint, and we have our squad truck to provide service to the community.
And listening to you all, the quint is sort of like a Swiss Army knife.
It's the Swiss Army knife for the fire service. It's an aerial device, and it's also a pumper, so it's a 2-in-1 apparatus that can multifunction on any fire scene in Monroeville or anywhere it goes.
And I noticed as we walk in here, you guys have the distinction of being where it all begins. Obviously, you're fire station number 1, but here on the side here, you have a callback to history.
Correct. It's the old Patton Township patch, established in, I believe, 1926, 1927 era. We also have it on our dining room table upstairs. This is the original patch of Monroeville.
So this was the first fire station in like Patton Township, Monroeville?
Correct, yes. And then in 1955, 1956 is when everybody started becoming the Monroeville Fire Departments and all the other entities were added together. This is where all the members get all their gear on before they load onto the apparatus for any responses. We have our CAD screen up there so they can see the incidents. As you can see, they're live right now. So all our officers are off here to the right, and all the general members are along the back wall, and you can tell by the color-coded helmets the rank and file of the individuals for the entire department.
That's amazing. So we've got an alarm. So what are we getting now?
So this is going to be an EMS call for one of the Monroeville companies. It's a mutual aid call. Monroeville EMS provides mutual aid to all the surrounding communities. So right now they're going to be going into Penn Hills to assist them with a medical call. So we'll go through here into our crew room. This is where our paid staff and volunteers hang out throughout the day.
Okay, so paid staff and volunteers.
So we have our paid EMS staff that's here during the day to help run the ambulance calls, and our volunteer staff comes through. This is where they hang out, watch TV. We have their reflective coats, we have some memorabilia. Our training board is posted here. Our computer and document room is over there. We supply them with a kitchen that they can eat, make meals throughout the day. And this is kind of the communal gathering place of the fire station.
So the paid is on the
EMS side.
The ambulance side.
Yes.
Do you have volunteers also with the ambulance?
We do, and they're supplemented on the fire side. So the volunteer fire members are volunteer EMS members.
Wonderful.
So this is our EMS bays. This is where we house our 2 ambulances and our utility pickup truck that's also a QRS response vehicle. And looks like the crews are getting ready to go out on a call now. No, take that one, it's fine.
This is exciting. I was with one of the fire departments and they were really hoping to get a call up while I was there.
So our crew is going out on an EMS call now.
And again, what we've done here, what you've done is, they're twins.
Yeah, so we call them twins. They were purchased the same time, designed the same exact way. You'll just see the numbering is different. We have 1-9 and 1-8 because we're Station 1. And back in the 90s, it was an alphabet, so it was 1A and 1B. But as the progression of the fire department and the EMS, it changed into numbering system. That's why now we have 1-9 and 1-8.
So as our employees head out for the call, there's a blinker light on Monroeville Boulevard out here.
Correct, yeah, there's a traffic control device down at the intersection of Orchard Alley and Monroeville Boulevard that everybody will see as they drive up there. And it's constantly flashing yellow, but when an emergency vehicle approaches, it will activate the Opticom system, which will then shut traffic down so that the vehicles leaving Orchard Alley onto the boulevard will have a safe passage.
So anything else as far as things go? I know I wanted to just ask you quickly about volunteers. If people at home want to be a part of what happens at number 1, how can they do that?
So they can come up here anytime, speak to our administrative officers. We have a president, vice president, and our administrative staff. They handle all the membership things. We have active members that run EMS and fire. We also have associate members. They can come up and assist with cleaning or work details. We have our monthly meetings where we cook dinner, so we always need help with that. or if they just want to come up after incidents and help us clean, fundraise, we have all those opportunities
So
available.
they don't always have to be people willing to run into the building. And,
Correct, yeah, they don't have to be the
that.
people going inside or being in the back of the ambulances with the patients. We have ancillary positions as well.
For those who are interested in the high anxiety side of it, there's a lot of training though before you even...
Before you can even get on and start doing things, you have to go through some basic training either at our public safety training center or through one of the other training centers in the area.
Excellent. One last question deals with October, of course, is every year Fire Prevention Month. What does Station Number 1 here in Monroeville do to help people, or what ideas do you have to help people?
So we
fires?
utilize our social media accounts very heavily. So we'll put out things about the smoke detectors, about fire safety, the close before you doze program. And that's basically before you go to bed at night, close your doors. That way, if there's a fire in your house, that door will protect you. And there are studies out there that show you can, just by closing that door, your survivability chances almost double.
So even if your pet wants to come in, let them in,
Let
and
them
shut
in,
the door?
Close the door.
Or leave them out
Close before
and
you
keep the door
doze. Yeah,
shut.
but we have all that information available at the municipal building as well. Pamphlets, stickers, magnets. We hand it out to the daycares, the schools, even our training programs, we hand it out to everybody.
Well, Jace, I'm so appreciative. Our goal for here on out in the town is just to get you to see what's behind the doors and maybe stimulate a little interest in volunteering or supporting your local fire department here. Really proud of what Jason does. I get to hear these guys on the radio and their professionalism, no matter how crazy a situation might be, they always remain calm, and their training just shines through. The repetition that they do in training is obvious to me because I get to hear how you guys handle it. So I'm really proud of all of your work, and it's great to work with you.
Thank you, appreciate it very much.
Yeah, and thanks for letting me walk around. This
Absolutely.
is really cool.
Thank you very much.
So now I'm here at number 4 with Fire Chief Logan Saller.
How's it
Thanks,
going?
Logan. Thanks for having me. And we're really excited to show you a little bit of what's going on behind the door at number 4.
Welcome to Fire Station Number 4, located at 4370 Northern Pike, also known as the Big House. Come inside. Station 4, we've been in existence since 1955. We moved to this location in 1965, and I've been operating out of Northern Pike since. So, commonly referred to as the Big House, we run over 5,000 responses a year between fire, EMS, and rescue. So it's a pretty busy place, a lot of opportunity, and you know, there's always something going on here. As you can see, we have our slide poles here, so that's how the members get from the upstairs dormitory facilities down to the gear racks when a call comes in.
Nice.
So those are pretty neat.
So this is really like they're upstairs,
Yep.
the bell rings, and they're coming down on the pole.
Yep. Yeah, it's, you know, you gotta, oh, there goes one guy right now.
Hey, Hayden.
Good to see you again,
Yeah,
sir.
good to see you.
The experience that the live-in program provides is second to none. I mean, you're here 24/7. You know, when you're not at school, not at work, you're here. Any emergencies that come in, you're the first line person that's responding to those. And it's a great program. We've produced hundreds, if not thousands, of career professionals over our existence here. So I highly recommend it to anybody that's looking for a career in emergency services. Stop on by either Station 4 or your local firehouse. All of the Monroeville fire companies have live-in programs, and we are accepting live-in members. So feel free to stop by and apply. As we move down the hallway here, you're going to see a lot of memorabilia on the walls from years past. So we, kind of highlighted various trainings, incidents, fires, rescue situations, stuff like that.
Yeah, look at the size of some of those.
Our old building that was up on Mossad Boulevard that we originally had in the mid to late 50s until we moved here in 1965. It's very important for us. This fire station does a lot of training. Actually, if you come out back right now, the ladder truck is currently out back conducting some training.
So when you said they were training, you weren't kidding.
Nope. There's training that goes on here all the time. 3 in the afternoon, 3 in the morning, doesn't matter. We're still waiting to put it into service right now, so we're going through a pretty extensive training program with it. We did the training from the manufacturer, and now we're doing our own in-house training on it to make sure that we're as proficient as we can possibly be with it. before putting it in service.
You told me this once, but I don't remember it. How many hours of training do you estimate a person would have to do before they're able to like go on a call?
So the base level firefighter training is over 200 hours. Your base level EMS training is over 200 hours as well. So there's a hefty commitment that's put into it, but you know, it's worth it. We have great people here, and that's what makes the place. It's all about the people.
Nice. Too much fun. So like we said, we're going out. We're coming into the ambulance bay and check out the ambulance. So what do we got here at number 4?
So number 4, we have a very busy EMS service. We run between 4,100 and 4,300 calls for service each year. We service Monroeville and Pitcairn as their primary EMS provider. And then we also provide some mutual aid to our neighboring communities when they need it. So this is our newest medic unit here. This is ambulance 48. As you can see in the back, we have all of our life-saving equipment. We have full-time and part-time paid people that work on the ambulance, as well as volunteers like myself. So we open the back doors here. The back of the ambulance will drop down. It just makes it easier on us getting the patient.
Okay, I'm glad you told me that, because I'm like, wait a second, something's happening here.
So we switched these stretchers a number of years ago, and they're called power load stretchers. These are our striker stretchers. What's nice about these is they're automatic, so we can pull this out. We can lower the legs down. And then we hit a button that releases the stretcher, and then we're off. And the same thing goes for loading back in. So when I bring the stretcher in, it locks and beds itself down in, and we're good.
Nice.
So,
well, I'm sure we could spend the rest of the afternoon just looking at all of this stuff that you have here and how important it is for safety and so forth. But I know you're a busy guy. I appreciate the time of coming out here and allowing us to get a glimpse inside the doors.
absolutely.
See what number 4 looks like.
Absolutely, you're welcome anytime. And if you're ever in the neighborhood, want to stop by, stop on in, ring the doorbell, or come on inside.
What a privilege to get inside look at 2 of our 5 Monroeville fire departments. And what an opportunity it was to get to see the ladder truck in testing, in practice, and in motion. Thanks, Jason and Logan, for letting me in. On the way next, the Monroeville Senior Citizen Center threw its members a party, and our TV department got an invite. And Monroeville Council approved a resolution to adopt a new mission, vision, and values. What does it all mean? I'll break it down in the Manager's Minute next.